I am Jessica Owen. I work for Psychonetic as a web developer, keynote speaker and eye-controlled musician. I also have a disability known as cerebral palsy. So what is cerebral palsy? It is a movement disorder that is a result of a brain injury caused from a lack of oxygen. Usually this is endured during pregnancy, during birth or shortly after. There are so many different types of cerebral palsy, and how it can affect someone varies greatly. In some cases an individual could have a mild case where they have a limp when walking, to a severe case where their whole body is affected. The human brain is divided up into several sections. Each section controls a particular function, for example, movement, sight, hearing, speech, cognitive ability, etc. With an individual with cerebral palsy, depending how long their brain was starved of oxygen and what areas of the brain were damaged during this time results in their degree of disability. For example, in my case only the movement section was affected, but it took me 20 minutes to take my first unaided breath when I was born, so the damage to this certain section of the brain was severe. However, I'm classified as nonverbal because I can't control the muscles in my mouth to form the words I wish to say. When you speak, it evokes so many muscle movements in your jaw, lips, tongue and throat to form the words you say. When in my case these muscle movements are like a baby giraffe learning to walk, they are simply all over the place, therefore I can't physically form the words. People sometimes misunderstand and assume that because I am nonverbal I must have a cognitive and a hearing impairment, which can lead to some strange but funny reactions. My warped sense of humor is my coping mechanism. My friends and I make light of the weirdest reactions we receive, but at the same time we try to bring awareness to cerebral palsy. When approaching someone who has a severe physical disability, just start a normal conversation with us. You can see it in our eyes and facial expressions we are following the conversation. Technically I am not speaking in this blog video, my synthesis voice is, but you can see my facial expressions and gestures that relate to what I am explaining. If for some reason we are unable to communicate back, we will usually have an assistant with us that can guide you. We might communicate via custom sign language, through a communication device on our wheelchairs, eye signals, etc. There are many different forms of communication. So just come up and say hi. 9 out of 10 times we won't bite. Unless you grab our face or pinch our cheeks. Please don't do that. Those are my pet hates. And I'll run you over. Just simply come up and say hi and start a conversation.